If it ain't broke, you don't fix it. If it ain't broke, you don't fix it. If it ain't broken, don't wood it. Let's go. And I cannot lie, yesterday, Wednesday, was a rough day for me mentally. And what I mean by that is I woke up in the morning, first thing I did after I, got the stretch in, opened up Twitter, looked to see the Uber quarterly earnings reports, right? And then a couple of articles behind it, Business Insider, WSJ, some stuff and how great Uber is doing. And that frustrated me because when you hear what the CEO is saying, there's no credit given to the drivers that are making the sacrifices for them to keep making these record profits and record gross bookings and right, the drivers got nothing to do with that. And then you get into a little bit more of the day, then you see the Lyft CEO come behind, and oh my God, shout out to the whole Lyft team, not the drivers, but to the Lyft team and our new partners and record bookings and record profits and again, no shout out to the drivers that are making the sacrifices to be out here to help them make their profits. You see, here's a thing that I have, and this will always be a thing for me. I don't begrudge people that have money. I get it. You've earned your money, however you got it, whether you came from the dirt, right? Like a lot of us do, and you came up, you made good, that's awesome. Those that had, were born into the wealth, that's okay too, it's not your fault. You don't choose to be born. How you choose to be born, color, race, economic status, that's none of your concern. But where the disconnect becomes is when, because you don't have to worry if your lights are going to be shut off, because you don't have to worry if you're going to make your rent payment, because you don't have to worry that if you or your spouse or your kids get sick, you can't afford to take them to the emergency room, right, to get them treated for what they got to do. I don't begrudge people that have money, however you got it. But don't sit up there on a pedestal and act like you're doing God's work or the greatest thing since sliced bread because you're pissing on the people that help you get where you're going and you don't even acknowledge them. Kashashari, Risher, neither one even acknowledged the drivers, or in Uber's case, the earners. It frustrated me. Because I know there are hundreds of thousands of drivers out there. I can't speak for millions, but I know there's hundreds of thousands of drivers out there that are out here because they have to be out here, right? And they're trying to make a living. And since day one, drivers have always gotten the stick, the shit end of the stick, even though we do the work. Now, I'm not saying it's 100% our labor, because no, they got systems, right? You got computer systems, data centers. You got your psychological teams of how you can, bend us over and give us the shitification, as they call it, right? I get all that. You got expenses too. But if we're not out here picking them up, whatever you made, your end of the product doesn't mean shit. But yet, we're the ones leveraged against. We are the ones leveraged against over and over and over again in every single quarterly report. I always, two things I always see. I see the CEOs take victory laps and dance on our heads, and for some of us, they dance on our graves, right? Because they're still not doing anything to protect drivers in any way, shape, or form. But we got to be out here. So you better be protecting yourself. That's all I'm saying. If you live in California, you might want to move to Florida. At least you got a shot. Anyway, the point being, they don't give a shit. And so the moment that we, as individuals that are trying to impress, whether we're trying to impress the apps with our acceptance rating, whether we're trying to impress the rider in the back, whatever we're trying to impress. Our friends, oh, I drive Uber. I don't need a W-2. I don't have to do this. I'm not out in that sun, laying cement and all this other shit. I get it. I get all of that. We're peasants, man. In the grand scheme of things, we mean nothing to them. And they show that every day. And their shareholders, they don't give a shit either. So anyway, I got really frustrated with that. The other thing that got me frustrated is, and you can say it's an excuse. You can say what you want. And believe me, I know. There's some of y'all that watch my videos and you're praying for my downfall and rooting for my downfall. And that's okay. That's okay. Because I'm going to show you that after every fucking thing I have been through, all my successes that I've had, I ain't done yet. I'm 161 days in a wake up. If you don't know what that means, go look that shit up. Anyway, my trading. So I tried to come out here, right? Because things are tight. Money's tight. Need money. Fuck. Got to pay the bills. So I come out here and I try to force myself to trade in a car, which I can do if I'm comfortable. But I'm just not comfortable. I'm not there yet to be comfortable enough to trade in the car when it matters. You understand what I'm saying? When it matters. Anybody can play a game in a car, right? I can play beach buggy in the Tesla all day long. I can sit there and paper trade all day long. That shit don't matter. But when I got real money on the line, whether it's an eval, whether it's a sim account, whether it's a live funded account, it doesn't matter whether I'm in Webull or TraderVate, trading my funded futures, whatever. That shit's real. That shit counts. That's money. And out here doing, $8 rides, Lyft yesterday, I turned on Lyft for about 15 minutes. They sent me like 11 trips. Not one fucking trip was over $18 an hour. Not one. Listen, do the math. Rents are $2,000, $2,500. Mortgages are $4,000. Light bills are tripled. I don't care what state you live in. Light bills are tripled. Groceries, still up there. Still up there. I was talking with somebody yesterday about a used car. Used cars are as expensive as new cars. We got to pay this shit. Homeowners insurance, property tax, car insurance, medical insurance. So yeah, I got frustrated yesterday. And I almost blew an account. I pulled myself back from blowing it, but I put myself in a fucking hole. And thank God it's an eval. Because that's easy. I can re-up. But that's not the point. Because you can't always just re-up. I can't restart my day or my week or my month or all the time that I've been working to get an idea of a strategy that works for me. I have had success trading futures, but it's constant. It don't go away. You make $100 today, you cash out for $200, $300, $400, $500. That shit's going right back out to FP&L, the Publix, the Tesla. It's got to go. So it's a constant thing. And I am not there where I can just do that kind of shit. I'm not a CEO of a gig app that does everything in their power to ignore the fucking people that produce, which is you and me. We produce. And so I got frustrated, man. And by the time I picked up my wife, and by the time I got home, I was beyond angry. I was beyond mentally depleted. I text Steven and I text Pascal and just, they wanted to do the show last night. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I don't even think I ate. Yeah, I ate dinner last night. I just shut down. When you're trying to do so much, when you're trying to help, and I don't mean help as in trying to tell people what to do, because I can't think of one video I've ever made, ever, that said, you should go do this. That ain't my game, bro. I don't preach that shit. You know why? Because what works for me might not work for you. And what works for you might not work for me. All I've ever done is say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Like right now, I'm on the app since 2:30. It's 2:48 right now, right? I'm coming up into my area. You know what I didn't do? I did not bring my sorry ass out here today till just now, 2:30. I stayed home. I enjoyed my cup of coffee. I looked at the markets. I got into my zen, right? I'm working on this shit to help control my blood pressure because the meds they give me don't fucking work, yet they still charge me every time I gotta re-up, you know? They have $40 here, $50 there, $80 here, right? The fucking government failed me. I didn't fail them. They fucking failed me. So fuck them. From the top guy all the way down. Point is, gotta make money. I sat there, I relaxed, took 2 trades, $440 to the positive. I'm gonna take that, and I didn't bother anymore. 11 o'clock, I shut the shit down. Back to what works. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. If you got a way of making money and it's consistent, your strategy, whether it's driving, trading, fucking, OnlyFans, I don't care what you're doing. If you've got a way of getting that shit done, the hell with everybody else. Do you. Get your shit. Get your money and bounce. Bootalations 101. As Steven says, it's not our job to fix rideshare. They are a house of cards. It's going to blow over at some point. They're never going to be able to get enough AVs on the road. And I just got a feeling, I don't know, I could be wrong. I've been wrong a lot in my life. But I got a feeling drivers at some point are going to they're going to have enough. And the more immigration and ICE is coming down and clearing illegal accounts off Facebook, getting illegal people off the fucking roads, as more as that happens, the apps are going to need us more and more. And at some point, they're going to have to pay, or they're going to perish. But you can't wait for that. I damn sure ain't waiting for that. Like I said, 161 days in a wake-up. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. All right. Rant, vent, over. Thomas, I hope you're happy. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and try to make some money. I'm 440 to the plus on trading. I've been online now 20 minutes. No requests yet. I did make, I think it was $83 yesterday, or $83, $88, something like that yesterday. It was a long, boring, drawn out, frustrating, bullshit ass day in the gig world. For me. Now, I'm sure there's some people out there made $400, $500, $600 yesterday. And God bless them. I love them for it. Shit, teach me. There is one person, though, that keeps asking in the comments, and I haven't answered any comments in none of these videos. I don't know. I'm going to get that done over the weekend because I'm not driving over the week. Well, I might drive Saturday in Tampa. I don't know yet. I got to go up there for the weekend. Grandson's second birthday. I got to go check out little homie. Anyway, yeah, let's try to make some money out here. And again, like, dude, don't appease anybody. Do what you got to do. They'll figure it out. As long as you're doing the right thing, they'll figure it out. First ride in the books. Wasn't the worst, wasn't the greatest. 34 minutes, well, 35 minutes. 12 and a half miles, $15.15. It was funny. When the ride first came to me, it said it was 31 minutes. And then when I started the GPS, it went to 37 minutes. There was some traffic, but 35 minutes is what it settled at. Y'all know I didn't get compensated no more. So it is what it is. So $50 is my cost so far. I have not charged yet. Still got 35% battery. $15 is our earnings. Let's see what else we can get going here. All right, we're at 4 trips, $77.26 on our way to a charger now. Not sure if I'm going to work tonight or not. I should go out for at least a couple hours. I probably will. Depends when I get to the missus. You know, again, I can't get mad at Uber because they can't supply rides during the day. You just can't, right? That was my decision to go out there and try to force the issue. What I can get mad at and frustrated with is the lack of respect drivers are deserved, as well as just some of these rates are just, some of these payouts are just, it's stupid, man. It's how, like, how do you do it? I don't get it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Today was a much better day so far, and we will see how it ends up.